Hello everybody, welcome back for part 2 of Daffy the Deauville's trip to Thurso. Today we're going from Lairg to Altnaharra. That's a distance of about 21 miles. This time we're passing through the wide open spaces of the southern part of Sutherland as we climb steadily towards the mountains in the northwest. I think you'll enjoy the scenery, but when we get to Strathfagasti there's a very unexpected, and as far as I'm concerned, very unwelcome addition to the landscape. More about that when we get there. For now, let's get on with the ride. Right, we're back on single track roads, and we will be for the next ages. At least 30 miles, probably more. To watch it here. They're starting to feel a bit chilly now. I think we'll have the insoles on. Oh, blimey. quite often come across big wagons on this road. It's usually forestry though. I assume he was delivering some piece of heavy plant. Not much of the snow left, considering how much of it there was, but I mean, it went ridiculously warm after we had that snow. Apparently it got to 19 degrees in Kinlochbervie, which is not far from here. Crazy, 19 degrees in January. That's just weird. I think I might be investing in a pair of heated socks because the insoles work, but unfortunately they don't do much for your toes. The heating elements don't stretch that far forward, they only stretch to your insole really. The middle part of your foot and the heel. Your toes don't get any warmth from them at all, which on a bike is not particularly helpful. But when I got these, which is over 10 years ago, they didn't have heated socks. pulled 2 minutes back so far. But I'm not going to be able to pull too many back on this road. I'll do better once we get past Tongue and then Betty Hill. There's a bit of single track around Betty Hill. Get past Betty Hill and it's pretty much 2-track all the way. I'm probably going to keep the chatting until we get off the single track road, because I really do need to concentrate here for any patches of ice and oncoming traffic and gravel, so I don't want to distract myself. This is Crask Inn. I'm not sure if it's still an inn. The sign's still there. Pretty wild place to have an inn. Well, that lot wasn't there last time I came through here. And there it is, the unexpected addition to the landscape. I'm just going to show you what this place looked like in 2015. This footage was shot in August 2015. Now, according to some people, this is eco-friendly and environmentally friendly. Well, as far as I'm concerned, it's eco-vandalism. I've got nothing against wind farms in the right place. When they're near to the centres of population where they're being used, that's fine. Where I live, I'm surrounded by wind farms. I see wind turbines every day when I look out of my window. They don't bother me at all because they're in an appropriate place. They're not having a huge impact on the landscape, and they're providing useful power to people who need it. But this, in one of the last wild areas of the UK, is an absolute disgrace. And the people responsible should be ashamed of themselves. Obviously they're not. All they care about is making money at the end of the day. They don't even care about the environment particularly. Obviously they don't care about the environment. That's self-evident. And we're paying for this. We're subsidising these wind farms and green energy initiatives in our electricity bills. And that money is going to already wealthy corporations who are making vast amounts of money, most of which is ending up outside of the UK. And by the way, don't be fooled by all this stuff about they'll be removed when they reach the end of their useful life and everything will be returned to what it was. That's crap. When these things reach the end of their useful life, or when a better one comes along, they'll be taken down, but they'll be replaced by even bigger ones. So, pay no attention to that nonsense. So, at the end of the day, the people responsible for this are the politicians and the local authority. And as far as I'm concerned, they're not fit to be in office. And in polite terms, they should be removed at the next opportunity. Well, Daffy's doing well. I'm getting used to her little wiggles and wobbles. I must get the leg protectors, the lower leg protectors sorted out for Daffy. I've got them half made, just haven't had time. Seems to be a common thing with me at the moment, no time. But that would help to keep the wind off my feet and stop them getting quite so cold. If I was going to do another long trip in winter on Bobby, I would have to put some kind of lower leg protection on him as well, because my feet got absolutely freezing on the way back from Cornwall. But you'll find out all about that on days 4, 5 and 6. It helps being able to put the insoles on full heat and leave the jacket off, leave the vest off, because my feet are okay at the moment. Toes are just a little bit chilly, but I can move them about and move them back to the hot spot on the insoles, or close to the hot spot anyway. So a few spots of rain now. It was forecast that there might be. It's a bit of a rainbow there. We're just coming down into Altnaharra. But once we get to Tongue and start heading east, it looks like the sky is clear. Front wheel does like to hop around a bit on loose stuff. I don't know how much of that is Daffy and how much is the tyre. I won't know till I change the tyres, and I won't be putting these back on. I can't remember what they are, but I've had them, all other bikes have had these tyres on. I think I've had them on there. I can't remember. I think I had them on my Sprint. I can't remember what type they are. I'll find out and I'll put it on the screen, but I don't like them because once they start to wear, they behave very oddly indeed. Horrible things. Here we are in Altnaharra. You can get petrol here, just back there opposite the hotel. I think you still can. I think it's an automatic pump, self-service pump. Okay, that's as far as we're going in part 2. In part 3 we're heading for Tongue, and the landscape gets a bit more mountainous. So I hope you enjoyed the video, apart from the eyesore in the middle of it. Thanks for subscribing if you have done. Thanks for your comments and your likes, and I'll speak to you on the next one. Bye for now. That's a rainbow now. Got the full rainbow there. Very pretty. I just hope the rain hasn't frozen on the road.